Well, thank you, Stephanie, and thank you everybody for coming out today to talk about this very important issue. Thank you, Congresswoman Kamak, for your leadership here as well. This is not a new problem. For years and over several administrations, we have seen the executive branch take more and more power for itself, empowering those bureaucrats while taking that power away from the American people and circumventing Congress at the same time. In just 1 year, the Biden administration added more than $200 billion in new regulatory costs through their heavy handed rulemaking, pulling down our economy, putting that burden on our small businesses, and inserting the government in a place it doesn't belong. So one of the most egregious examples, which I'm thankful my colleague from Oklahoma brought up, is WOTUS, and brought a little little visual aid here. The Biden administration finalized this rule in December through one of their holiday weekend data dumps, which we are coming to expect from this administration. But under this rule, take a look at this map. 97% of the state of Iowa would be subject to regulation. So as you can see, just those little, my colleagues here, all these little white dots, right? That's the only part of the state of Iowa that would not be subject to this rule from the Biden administration. 97% of the land. This would be devastating for our farmers, for our producers, and our landowners. And rather than going through Congress to have this discussion where they would rightfully face some stiff opposition from representatives like myself and Representative Nunn from Iowa, they have decided to forge ahead on their own and ram these rules and regulations through. So that is why we have introduced the REINS Act, legislation that will force the administration to rein it in quite literally. So any new rule proposed by the administration would be subject to approval by the House and the Senate. And this goes for all administrations as well. It would hold unelected bureaucrats accountable, and it would be making sure that they can stop imposing costly regulations on Iowans and all Americans with simply the stroke of a pen. We need to put a stop to it. So again, thank you to Congresswoman Kamak for her leadership on this issue. And I look forward to working with my colleagues this Congress to make sure we get this bill over the finish line, take that power from the bureaucrats, and return it to the people where it rightfully belongs. And now it's my honor to introduce